Whenever I take my doggy to the park, I always bring along a Camelback, cold water for her to drink out of because it is warm. We are back in Florida and it gets hot out here. This bag is over 2 liters while the container is about 1.5 liters of water. It's been in the fridge for a while, and that way my dog guaranteed has cold water at the park. Go to the car. Come on. Let's go to the car, Piglet. Piglet, go in the car. Go in the car, baby girl. Look at that happy girl. She's like, going for a car ride. I think my camera's already fogging up. Alright, gotta put this on the baby girl. We are out in the sticks. This is one of the parks that I live near. Usually there's more people here. It did just rain recently, and by rain I mean, I guess a hurricane came through. Hurricane Debbie just came through, and we basically spent a good day and a half just getting rained on. Not that much wind. Not sure how much water did or did not come through, but get in the park and I immediately let her off the leash. So we basically just used the leash to go through the parking lot. She just enjoys it. It's so beautiful here. We're about sunset, about 7:42 p.m. We have to wait for the sun basically to go down and take her to a park because it's just so hot. And first time I came here, it was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon and she did not like it. Oh yeah, she's a good girl. She does a big poopies. That's a good girl. Oh yeah, we're just gonna fertilize and not give a shit. She gave the shit, not me. Sometimes she leads, sometimes I gotta pull her. But she enjoys the parks, and we like going to them. She likes the car ride. She likes the new things to smell and pee on and all that. This is just a wildlife preserve in Florida, and she likes it. So that's all good. It's free, and it's a nice little outing for us. I absolutely love this. You come to this clearing, and it's just downright gorgeous. This is just the beauty of Florida right here. I mean, I love Florida beaches with a passion, don't get me wrong, but this is just gorgeous. This is just a trail, and it's just right out there. I mean, I wonder if she sees the beauty. I definitely do. I got a beautiful girl in a beautiful field doing some beautiful things, but, you know, for me, it means I think more to me than it does her. I think she just enjoys the adventure, but it's all good. Keep going, baby girl, keep going. So, I love this Florida beauty. You can hear all the cicadas and everything. It's Florida sunset, and sunsets in Florida are just gorgeous. I'm really happy to be back here. I really hated Texas when I left it. And a huge part of it was just, I absolutely, beyond any shadow of a doubt, hated my fucking job. I was miserable. And I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't going out to eat. I wasn't like checking out new restaurants. I was eating like shitty fast food. I wasn't going places with my doggy. I didn't go to the beach that often. And since I've been back here in Florida, I'm kind of doing the same thing. Get my doggy water from the Camelback. I just squeeze the hose and she gets some water. This way, even though it's hotter than hell, she still gets water. Good girl. And oh no, it said the trail is closed. That's what I want to come check out. This trail leads to the water. There's a bit of the river down there. But because there was a big old hurricane, or a miniature hurricane actually, that came through recently, I'm wondering if, you know, it got closed down because of that. She's trying to go around, but I'm not going to let her because, I don't know how it is. Actually, I wonder if I should. I mean, who gives a fuck? Let's break the rules. Come on, Piglet. Let's go. Come on. Yeah, we break the rules. Fuck it. I'm a bad homeowner. I just want to see how the weather is, or how the river got, because it got really flooded. I read somewhere that like this whole river's flooded. I want to see what it looks like. There's always puddles and mud through here, but and this is like the 4th or 5th time I've been to this park. Every time I come through here, the river looks different. First time I came through, I slipped in the water, fell, got my phone in there and everything. That was awesome. I can't go any further. It's flooded all the way up to here. I can't even get to the river. It's so flooded. Wow. Hey, baby girl, we gotta turn around. Let's go back. Billy, come on, let's go back. Yeah, we broke the rules. It's just so gorgeous out here. But like I was saying before I got turned around by the trail, I really hated being in Houston because it just sucked after a while. All I was doing was working. All I was doing was, you know, eating at fast food joints, not real like places, not sit down joints, not like going trying new things. I kind of got just stuck in my day to day. And then I really hated my job. I really hated my employer. I really hated everything about the place. And it got to the point where I was just miserable and wanting to come back to Florida the entire time. Like I fucking hated it there. And I believe very, very much so. I mean, it's not provable, so it's not, you can't prove or disprove it, but I genuinely believe that had I done anything else besides transit, driving buses, I would have probably liked it in Florida, or excuse me, Texas. When it came time to get out of that place, I applied for something like 125 jobs on 10 different websites. Something like 75 of them were on USA Jobs. The one I currently have, the job I go to now, I got off of USA Jobs. And for the most part, I like my job. But it's got some of the same trappings as Houston did. I now work overnight. So I work from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. I have a very weird schedule where I work 7 out of 14, but it's not every other day. It's not 7 in a row or anything. It's 2 on, 2 off, 3 on, 2 off, 2 on, 3 off. Called the Panama schedule. That's what it is. And working overnight, I get a lot of good benefits from it. Like I get more pay. I get the nighttime differential. I get weekend differentials. There's a lot less going on. I sit around at work a lot of the time watching stuff like YouTube or reading or just fucking off. There's really no like stress involved. Every now and then it does get busy. We do have some things that go on, but for the most part, it's a lot easier. I had to go into work one day for a training event. It was on a weekday, and there was more going on in the first hour I was there, for like the 4 or 5 that I was there, than usually we have an entire night. Where even though I was technically not on the clock, I had to help out because it was that busy. Like, it was bad. And then nighttime, around 2 o'clock in the morning, we're so fucking bored that we're like, it actually, there's a feeling in the air of boredom. Like, you know it's dead, and you're waiting for a certain time to come around so that way you can go do stuff. And so coming from a job that I really fucking hated, where I really, really hated the people, I really hated how busy it was, I really hated the stress of it all, I hated everything about the goddamn place. Being able to do nothing has been a godsend, basically. But at the same time, I'm starting to kind of hate it. I don't trust the leadership for what I do. They kind of sit off on their own. They don't help out. They bitch at us about stupid shit. Things that we have nothing to do with. They change expectations regularly. Working overnight means I don't have a life. On my days off, I sit in my room and watch YouTube. I work out if I can. I'm kind of injured right now, so I don't get to do a lot. I'm not going out to cool restaurants. I'm not doing anything fun. I'm driving over an hour each way to work. Going to and from work, I was driving over an hour for enough to scrape by with management I dislike. And it's like, I'm very happy to be back here in Florida, but that misery is one of the reasons why I left Texas. And while I do like my job, and I do prefer it here in Florida, I'm starting to get that kind of bummer feeling about what it is I'm doing. And I don't know if I'm going to change soon, or I don't know. I honestly have no fucking idea. I don't even get to take her to a park that often because it's been so hot. I wake up around 3 p.m. every day, and then I go to work, or I fuck off until I could take her for a proper walk. It's usually so hot I can't do that. Pickles, come here, Pickle. Get her some water. In the small amount of time I've been back in Florida, I've been to the beaches more times than I did the entire time I lived in Texas. But I haven't been to the beach since April. I don't get to go to parks that often because of my work schedule. I don't get to do a lot of fun stuff because of sleeping during the day. And every time I get out and do something during the day, I feel better. So maybe I just need something different, or maybe I just need to shut the fuck up and work with what I have. I don't know. I don't see a change coming anytime soon. All right, baby, let's go back. But I would like one. All right, due to some closures and all that, our trail walk has been cut a little bit short, but that's all right. She got to go to the park. She got to go pee and poo. Got to sniff some cool things. She's doing all right. Aren't you, Pippa girl? Let's get you some more water real quick. Piglet, come here. Alrighty, we're back home, making dinner. There's a Floppalopus. I love this baby girl. She's the best. In the meantime, I'm gonna just keep going on with what I got. I love this girl a lot. I love you, Piglet.